Thursday, Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. Welcome on the show. Now, my name is Wally Scott, and there are too many good things to talk about this morning. Good news, lots of good news this morning. Now, the Nigeria's under-17 team, the women's team, the Flamingos, will know their opponents in the group stage of the World Cup on Friday. That's tomorrow. Now, 16 countries have qualified for the biennial competition to be staged in India. The draw will be held at the FIFA headquarters in Zurich, Switzerland. Now, China PR, Japan, New Zealand, USA, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Germany, Spain, France, Morocco, Nigeria, Tanzania, and hosts India are the teams battling it out for glory at the 7th edition of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Now, India 2022 will take place between 11th and 30th October. The competition was earlier billed to hold last year, but was postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic. I've got Stanley Ikawu on the show with me today. Stanley, welcome on the show.
Wally, good morning. It's always a pleasure to be with you on the show.
Now, some good news, Stanley. Our Eaglets have qualified. Our Flamingos have qualified. We do better with our underaged teams. And thank God, thankfully, they are all back.
Wally, congratulations to the outgoing Armani-led NFL board. Like they say, it's better late than never.
Yeah.
But then this is something we would have achieved, and of course, our football would have been on a world map on positive notes. Good one for the under-17. I'm talking about the Flamingos. I know the qualities Bankole Olowokere as a coach, as a grassroots coach, brings to the table. He's one man that I've known over the years, and he has shown his desire, his passion for developmental football. And it's a good thing that the NFL deemed it fit that he's the one that would tinker the team. On the other hand, the Golden Eaglets, when we talk about square pegs in square holes, Nduka Gbade is one of those coaches you would readily point your hands to. Over the years, he has understudied some managers, some coaches, Manu Garba, Emmanuel Amunike, before he became coach of Remo Stars at a point in time. I think he has grown, he has worked his way to that level, and he's also a grassroots coach. He understands the formation and the formation of football. And like I said, a good thing, hopefully when we get to that stage, when we get to that level, it's a gradual process. The first phase is done. The third phase is when we go to Algiers, and that's where our real big test will come. But like I said, kudos to the NFL, kudos to all the coaches that have qualified all our national teams for different age group competitions.
Now, Stanley, before I ask my major question, let me ask you this one first. Coach Olowokere, I know very well, and he has always depended and trusted the home-based players. Now, he has used these home-based players to qualify us. What is wrong with our Super Eagles coaches who don't trust in these players?
Well, I remember on a particular platform, I argued this same thing. I am not, and I would never be a fan of Amadi. I owe nothing against him. But this is the point. Well, I will measure 5-6 players now that we all thought would do well if they give him a chance in Super Eagles. Where are they today? Well, where's Ekigo Iyosu? Where's Ufonodo? Where's the Memedok? Where's Valentine Wabili? One of the best left back at the point that played for Niger Tornadoes. Where's Ukowe Butin? Well, the list is endless. Where's Aaron Olukman? See, it's one thing for you to clamor for MPFA players to be part of the Super Eagles setup. It's another thing for them to get there and, of course, give their all. I'm not saying that coaches that have not invited MPFA players have done anything right or anything bad. But remember, there was a time that the late Shaibu Amodu told us that MPFA players are just training material. There's so many things wrong with our football. I'm not until it's fixed. No coach, and I repeat, no coach would look inward and give MPFA players an opportunity. Now, we have talent, not about that. Pfizer is one of the players that plays for Katsina United. We saw him against Ecuador. We saw him against Mexico. We knew what he could do. We saw what he brought to the table. But then, can he match what these foreign players have been able to do over the years? That's one question. Secondly, Stephen Keshi gave how many players? Close to 3-4 players from the NPFL an opportunity in the Super Eagles going to the 2013 Nations Cup. Where are they today? Where's Godfrey Obamuna? Where's Azuke Ibuke? Where's Sondumba? But there are so many more are the reasons why NPFL players would not be getting the look in. I'm not holding brief for any coach or coaches that have refused to invite NPFL players, but then the NPFL players also need to work their way, need to work their heart out if they want to be called up to the Super Eagles setup. So it's a different ballgame entirely.
Now, let's look at the Flamingos' chances in the World Cup. Now, they are going up against the major teams, Switzerland, Sweden, India, and all that. What are our chances when these girls go abroad? Sure, they won't be shell-shocked when they see foreign players or Igbo players. These are players who play, actually, most of these girls play here.
You see, I think this is where creating an enabling environment for sport generally to try comes in. I remember there was a time Rangers played Confederation Cup Champions League in Egypt. You see, when you're not organized and you see organized countries, that alone will send fear factor into your system, will send shiver down into your spine. Now, the good thing is, gradually, we are having our age-grade teams play friendly games with top-notch countries that are far better than us. Let me use that word, because that's the honest truth. You see, until we begin to understand that when you allow these players play against their foreign folks or counterparts, you give them that sense of belonging. You expose them to a whole lot of things and not relinquish them, I beg your pardon, to what is obtainable in this part of the world. Well, how many facilities do we have that we can boastfully say would host any international competition? Track and field. Are we talking about our pitches? So when you consider all these things, you see that fear factor, like I said, would definitely come in when they face teams that are well prepared, well exposed, well packaged. So we only believe in this, okay, and just spirit, let's go there, prove our worth, and of course that never say that spirit. Let's just work for us. But it cannot keep working for us not until we start planning. Well, that's just honest truth.
Okay, Stanley, don't go anywhere yet. Let's look at my next story now. Now, Bayern Munich yesterday completed the much-anticipated signing of Senegal forward Sadio Mane from Liverpool on a 3-year contract. The German champions have told reporters. Now, Bayern, who won a record-extending 10th straight league title last season in the Bundesliga, have reportedly agreed on a transfer worth 40 million euros, including add-ons for the 30-year-old who had a year left on his Liverpool contract. Now, Stanley, Sadio Mane finally breaks the three musketeer of Liverpool. It used to be Firmino, Sadio Mane, and Mo Salah, and nobody thought any of them would leave. Sadio Mane has left to the Bundesliga. What is this about?
I think Liverpool, let me use the word that's not lively, that's not lovely on TV. But I think they've under-celebrated Sadio Mane, one of the most decorated Liverpool players, and I make bold to say that committed his all, gave his all, and of course won everything that Liverpool has won as far as club football is concerned. While I feel going forward, he needed an opportunity to expose himself, a new chapter, a new challenge, and a new list of life.
Okay, slow down, Stanley. Let's listen to...
You cannot remain...
Stanley, slow down. Let's listen to Sadio Mane, and we'll come back. Stay with us. Before I let you go, Stanley, let me ask you again. You said Sadio Mane has been very underrated. Maybe because he's African.
Maybe. And maybe not. The same way Roberto Firmino has also been under-celebrated. The only player that seems to be celebrated more is Mohamed Salah. He's also an African, mind you. The reason why I said he's under-celebrated is this. I think it will take nothing away from Liverpool if they decide to persuade him, extend his contract, and maybe add to his weekly wages. That's the reason why I said he's under-celebrated. You see, first and foremost, you can talk down on the Africa Cup of Nations, our own World Cup, our own Euro Championship, but you would never do the same with the Euros. See, African football by these guys are seen to be like a recreation, and you wouldn't blame them. In some part of Africa, we need to upgrade, we need to improve. we need to understand that football right now is big business, and we need to know how to market our product so they can become valuable. That's it. You see, like two things. Sadio Mane needs a new lease of life. He wants a new, fresh challenge. Yeah, well, he has won everything that needs to be won apart from the World Cup. So if he goes to the German Bundesliga, he's a fulfilled player. He'll be well respected compared to players that have not tested any laurel or any trophy in his football playing career. So good one for him. For Liverpool, big business. This is a player that they signed from Southampton for as low as £34 million, if I'm not mistaken. Now he has gone. I just wish him all the best.
Thank you very much for joining us today, Stanley. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Walid.
Now, Britain's Cameron Norrie delighted the home crowd with a win at the Eastbourne International yesterday. American Brandon Nakashima to secure his place in the quarterfinals of the ATP 250 event. The tournament's top seed will face Maxime Cressy in the final 8 after the Americans' win over Daniel Evans prevented an all-British matchup. Elsewhere, American Tommy Paul beat Italian youngster Yannick Sinner to set up a clash with Alex de Minaur in the quarterfinals. Britain Jack Draper beat Argentina's Diego Schwartzman. The Eastbourne International. Now, the Wimbledon will come up very soon. And Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic have continued their preparations for Wimbledon with victories in their exhibition matches at the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic. In a bright sunshine in West London, Nadal returned to action for the first time since winning his 22nd Grand Slam title at Roland Garros earlier this month. The Spaniard beat Swiss Stan Wawrinka 6-2, 6-3 as he looks to continue his bid for a calendar Grand Slam, having won both the Australian and French Opens. Serbia's Novak Djokovic, who also has not played a competitive match since losing to Nadal in Paris, beat Canada's world number 9, Felix Auger-Aliassime 6-2, 6-1. Well, Novak and Nadal doing quite well. Now, but some other good news. Now, more than 1.2 million tickets have been sold for Qatar's 2022 Soccer World Cup. Well, so we heard, organizers have said, the most recent phase of ticket sales, a random selection draw, closed at the end of April, with 23.5 million tickets requests coming in, largest numbers from Argentina, Brazil, England, France, Mexico, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United States, according to FIFA. That's the highest amount of people who actually want to buy the tickets. Now, FIFA's president Gianni Infantino said he was impressed with Qatar's readiness to host the tournament, adding that everyone will be welcomed in the country. That's all we can take on the show today. I've got Isaac Ogbini behind the cameras. You can't see him, but he can't see you. Thank you very much, Peter Pirot. There was a substitution today. Peter is now upstairs, actually. So he was upstairs for downstairs. So Peter, thank you very much, Pirot. Toby and Tumishe always have my back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tony. Big Tony, tall Tony. Thank you very much, Tony. And downstairs in the powerhouse, I've got Femo, I call him. Thank you very much. Now, join us same time tomorrow on PlusTvAfrica. I'm leaving you with this. Finland's Kalle Rovanperä was the fastest in the shakedown at the Safari Rally, Kenya. My name is Wally Scott. Till tomorrow, like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.